Hello and welcome to G3. I'm doing a live campaign of Journeys in Middle Earth. It's a Lord of the Rings based game. It has the companion app. This is also made by FFG. Today I'm going to be using Gimli and Arwen as my characters. Let's see if we can get. This is Gimli. You can kind of hear the voice of the app in the background. And here's Arwen. I just painted these up this week. There's pictures of these on the Facebook page as well. So I already set the campaign. I set up the heroes with their starting equipment, their decks, their first skills are ready. There's a weakness shuffled into each deck. My plan is to take them through all three campaigns, just these two characters. Of course, I'll reset at the beginning of each one. Hopefully, I don't know if you can hear that music in the background. I'll read the story when it gets into the app as we're going through. So I am doing this solo this time. My normal co-host, Kenny Blaze, is on vacation. He won't be back till towards the end of the month. So chapter 1 is a Shadow in Eriador. And I will apologize if I mess up any of the pronunciations of these words to the real diehard Lord of the Rings fans. Hey, Adam. So we have a Shadow in Eriador. If you can see that on the app. There's the text over here. The theft, I have to move a little bit closer. The theft of the Motham House is the talk of the Shire, for seldom do Shire folk play a role in the larger world. And so these events seem small as a hobbit, but one small fellowship is gathered together to seek out these brigands. So confirm. So Arwen is going to be an herbalist. I'm using all their starting equipment and roles. Gimli will be a guardian. And the app will tell you which equipment to take, or also on the back of the cards here. I don't know if you're able to read that too well. Right here, it tells you the suggested role and their gear. So let's start this. Then you see the app. This is kind of their loading screen. Somewhere amid the maze of dark thickets and steep gullies, the band of thieves now hides. Your direction is informed by a set of tracks from 2 days ago, and you can only guess the location of the thieves' lair. So continue. So now I have to place tile 302. This is the part that's going to take me a minute. 302. So 302, you kind of see, I don't know if you see it there, but the number 302 that's on the tile is right about there. If you cannot locate and enter the hideout by dark, the trail may be altogether lost. Place the arrows as indicated. Each hero scouts 2. So we'll place Gimli and Arwen here on the space indicated on the map. For those that don't know, scouting is your real, this is, in this case, scout 2, your real top 2 cards of your skill deck. You choose one to place in your prepared area, and the other you can put on the top or bottom of your deck. Gimli has Undying Might and Restless Axe revealed. Undying Might is when I test my might. I can discard that to add an auto success. But I kind of, yeah, I'm gonna test. Let's see if I, because Restless Axe has a success on it. At the start of your turn, you may discard the skill to add 2 hits to attack and add 2 hits, or it has strike 2. When you attack, discard this to add 2 hits. But I test my might when I attack, so I'm going to prepare Undying Might for him, and we're going to put the other one on top, so it's guaranteeing me 1 success when I test. Arwen is going to flip Evenstar and Time of Need. Let's see, Evenstar, before you test, you may discard the skill to test Spirit instead, and reveal 2 additional cards, which is pretty good, and it has Spirit 1, so you discard that to move an additional space, which could be big. I also like Time of Need. Yeah, I'm going to prepare Time of Need. So when I test, if I do not reveal any successes, I may discard this to convert all of the little leaf symbols to successes, and I'll put Evenstar on top. Okay. So let's keep going here. Let's continue. An elven woman in a green cloak is knelt down by a tree gathering herbs. Place a person token as indicated. Okay, go to the tokens here. Gonna cord out of the way. So it kind of looks like this, and that's actually right in our spot. That's convenient. Put the token there. The ground roils and shifts beneath the surface, creating a dangerous expanse. Place a threat token as indicated. So threat tokens can be bad. So that'll go up there. This is slight, so too much. That's a little better. Place tile 100A is indicated. All right. Excuse my noisy chair. So 100A, they kind of fit together like a puzzle piece. In the distance, a group of ragtag individuals close the doors of a stone tomb. Could this be your quarry, the thieves you're looking for? Place a person token as indicated. So we'll put that on that space. Place tile 102 as indicated. So this is my first time playing the original campaign since I bought the Shadow Paths expansion. I played this campaign before I bought this with Kenny Blaze. A couple of times actually, we played through twice with different heroes. I used Gimli once in that setup. So tile 307. These maps can get pretty big. 308, 307. All right, so it kind of back it up a little bit. Hopefully we're staying in camera. So the number down here. No. Yeah, trying to figure out how to set these just right to line up is usually the tricky part. So I have to. Oh, I have to. I'm not rotating it enough. So I think like that looks right. All right, and then we put the search tokens on the little compass areas. These are an easy way for the heroes to get inspiration. Pausing to tighten your boots and adjust the weight of your gear. You take a breath before continuing on. Each hero tests that is spirit 1. Each hero passes gains an inspiration. So I know I'm going to pass with Gimli. My spirit is 4. Yeah, I got 2 successes. Put those up here. 2 successes and 3 leaf icons or inspiration icons. So he clearly passed. So he gains an inspiration token. He can hold 3. For those that don't know, if you can see, they have these little leaf icons up in the corner on some of the cards. So if you have an inspiration, which is a leaf token, you can spend 1 token to convert 1 symbol to a success. After I attack, oh, that's after I attack, so I can't use that ability yet. Arwen, her spirit is 3, so she's going to test. I got the success that I stacked on top. Yep, and then she also got 2 leaf icon cards. But she did pass as well, so she gets an inspiration. All right. Objective updated, confront the thieves. And the action phase. So now I take turns with the heroes. Each one gets 2 actions. One of your actions can be to get 2 movement points. Oh yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun. But you got to commit to it though, because it's a campaign. It's not just a one and done. So like I was saying, so you get 2 movement points. If you can see the lines that separate they separate the spaces. So moving from one or in between tiles is usually just 1 movement point. And then you can attack as a second action. You can interact with a person token or a threat token is up here. So you have a lot of options. Gimli is definitely the fighter, so I think he's going to go see what these ruffians down here are about. So he's going to move one. Actually, no. But this tile, if I move the token up to this end, this tile connects. So he's only going to spend one movement point and then interact with the person. So we click on that on the app. You note the guard mimics that of Brelanders, but their accents are varied. These are not merely local riffraff. You pause and consider what is your best approach. So now I have a couple options I can choose from here on the app. It says one of the options is well met friends, sneak up and eavesdrop, or step away from the tomb or else. So kind of be menacing and threatening. Don't know if I really want to do that first turn. But the app does save it, so I mean you don't have to come back, 3 days in a row to do it. We could save it for a while on the tablet. Let's say well met friends, and we'll see what happens. The group turns on you, weapons and stolen goods in hand. As you suspected, these are thieves you seek, and they are ready to slay you where you stand. Gain 1 inspiration and discard this person token. Okay, I'll take an inspiration. Gimli can only hold 3 inspiration. We'll get rid of that. And then he also has 4 fear, a 4 fear capacity, and a 6 damage capacity. Arwen can hold 5 inspiration. She can max out at 6 fear and 4 damage. So that was 1 movement point and 1 action. So I still have 1 movement point left. So I guess I'm just going to move back to the space that I started in. So that's Gimli's turn. Now Arwen's going to take her turn. Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. I forgot to hit continue on the app. Your enemy shows no sign of mercy nor any indication that they will accept the same in return. With malice in their eyes, they raise their weapons, ready to defend what they have stolen.
Got her first parking ticket.
Place 2 ruffians as indicated. And we're interrupted with breaking news. Okay, so ruffians, which are bad guys, are going to come down here. Little icon shows up on the app here. You can click on as soon as you hit continue. Objective updated, defeat the ruffians. Okay. So at any time you can just click on them and it tells you their stats. Ruffians, they don't get any bonuses. There's 2 of them. They have 5 health each. All right, so Gimli still has it. So now Gimli cannot move because if he moves out of their space, they'll get to attack him for free, and that's kind of bad. Arwen isn't much of a fighter, but she does have a weapon with ranged on it, which is good. So that means with range, I can attack from 2 spaces away. It's her sling, and she can use her wit or her agility stat to make that attack. And that just tells you how many cards you're going to flip over for that test. All right, so Gimli's going to stay there. Arwen's first action is going to be to interact with this person token. Oh, hello. The dark-haired elf greets you with a warm smile as you approach. Might you be in need of assistance? I am barely skilled in herbal remedies, she says, while placing the freshly picked herbs in a medicine bag. Sure, we'll accept the offer. We'll see what happens. Her presence grows even warmer, filling you with a sense of comfort and security. I believe I have just the thing. She opens her medicine bag and begins tending your wounds. Gain 1 inspiration, discard 1 wound or up to 2 face down wounds. Okay, I don't have any wounds yet. We're just starting, but another inspiration is always nice. Thanks, lady. All right, so then her second action, since her sling has range, she will try to attack the ruffians. So I will use my agility since that's my better stat. So I get to flip 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. So I revealed all inspiration symbols. So that can trigger time of need. When I test, if I do not reveal any successes, I may discard the skill to convert all leaf symbols to successes. So I'll do that. Discard time of need to convert these 3 to successes. So with 3 successes, I can apply a total of 5 hits to the ruffians. So you click on the ruffians, hit the little sword icon, and just tap in the number of hits and hit apply. Apply 5 hits, confirm. Remove 1 ruffian. So that gets rid of 1 of them. But there's still 1 left. Can the enemy attack? No, because she's not in the same space as them. And that's it. So that's Arwen's turn. She attacked and she interacted. So then you hit the little hourglass there. End the action phase. Confirm. Now it's the shadow phase. So this is where your threat meter on the app will tick up a little bit. If you can see it on top there. Move to attack Gimli or closest hero. So this is telling you what the ruffians are going to do. So he's already in the space. He doesn't have to move, so you hit the attack. An assailant jabs a nasty-looking sword at you. Might negates, and he's dealing 2 wounds. So now I have to test my might, which my might is 4, which is pretty good. And I have Undying Might, so I can add a success if I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you know what? I'll discard the Undying Might to add a success, and then I flipped over 1 success, so that blocks the 2 attack. And that's that. All right. The shadow deepens, though hope yet endures. Threat increases by 7. So right now it's when the threat hits 15, something's going to happen. Usually a big enemy comes out or some other event. Each hero resets their deck and then scouts by 2. So basically shuffle your discard pile back into your deck and scout 2 again. Usually at the very beginning of a campaign. Yeah, Adam, the app is really awesome. They even released DLC for campaign for the app. I actually just bought it last week because without knowing, I had a $3 credit, so I got it for like half the price. Also, Star Wars Imperial Assault has an app to go with it. So very similar. And they are releasing another DLC campaign next month. So I'm going to shuffle up Arwen's skill deck. All right, so she's going to flip 2 to scout. Let's see. Gathered Wisdom, it is a success. After lore increases, you or a nearby hero may scout 1 and then rest 2. I don't think I need that yet. So I'm going to put that back on the deck already. And I will prepare Willful. During your turn, you may discard the skill to interact with a token in your space. So that lets you do it without using one of your 2 actions. And that, or it has Strike 2. I could discard it to add 2 hits when I attack. Gimli's going to scout 2. I get Poet's Heart and Unyielding Spirit. Inspiration rest 2. I think I'm going to take Poet's Heart and ready it. And I will put Unyielding Spirit has the leaf on the top, so I'm going to put that on top so I have inspiration tokens and I can attack. All right, so continue because now it's the action phase, so in other words, the hero phase. So first things first, I guess Gimli's going to finish off this ruffian, so he'll go first and attack. Let's go ahead and rest. All right, so I have my battle axe up here. I use my might for the test, and my might skill is 4. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got a weakness. That's bad. And 4. So I got 2 successes and a leaf. But I know these guys only have 5 health, so I can get rid of them with that. 2 successes I can use for 6 hits. So I'm going to apply 6 hits to this other ruffian. Even though he only has 5 life, I always put in the extra just in case it gives you extra lore or something. Apply 6 hits, confirm. And that's a smushed ruffian. All right. Let's see. After I attack, which I just did, I may place 1 card from the test on top of my deck. So I'm going to put one of these successes back on top using its ability. Each hero has a special ability as well. Arwen's is once during your turn, you or a nearby hero may flip 1 wound or 1 fear face down, or you could discard 1 face down wound or fear. And you'll see more of those as I take damage from the enemies. Rogue Ruffian, you or a nearby hero gain 1 inspiration. Well, Gimli can hold 1 more, so he'll take it. When you defeat an enemy or an enemy group, you get inspiration usually. Everybody that's just coming on, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into G3. Sudden movement draws your eye. To your surprise, a goblin breaks cover and sprints away, disappearing to a wall of brambles. You follow with haste and find beyond the thicket a wide valley dotted with a few ruins, but no sign of the creature. Lore increases by 1. And you want to get lore because that's how you upgrade your weapons. Place tile 207A as indicated. Hopefully, me ruffling through these bags isn't too loud, but I found 207 pretty quick this time. And that's going down here. I'm going to have to scooch Arwen's stuff down a little bit. These maps get crazy sometimes. If it's right there. And 204. So I kind of am somewhat separated in Ziploc bags, but still finding the right number. That's 204, right? Yep, I just got to scooch tablet now. So 204 is going to fill in this gap here. Nope, this way. With the number like that. Continue. 213. Is going. You can. Good thing is you kind of move the map around on the screen. Border that we used to use. Numbers like this here. That goes way up there. Yeah, Adam, like I said, these maps get huge, and you do have to like shuffle around as you play. Place expiration tokens on the new tiles. So one there. One there. All right, Adam, you are guest hosting. If this is one of the games you want to play while you're here, when you join us on G3, what has drawn such a creature here, far beyond the reach of any orc stronghold? Its armor bore resemblance to that of Mount Graham, but far to the north does that mountain stand. A dark alliance has been formed, indeed, for such a creature to be summoned here. You must find tracks leading to the enemy's lair to continue. Searching the surrounding area will yield the clues and tracks you need. Tracks needed 3. Objective updated. Find clues to locate the hidden lair. Tracks needed 3. Okay. All right, so that was Gimli attacked. So now he still has movement points. So he's going to move 1, 2 up to where that threat token is. Yeah, and like I said, Kenny Blaze is gone for a bit, Adam, so we'll have lots of time. But Ashes is definitely up first for you. Let's see. So now it's Arwen's turn. I feel like I need to get that threat token off the board because the threat will go up a bunch because of all these unsearched tokens. So she's going to move there and interact with the threat token. So that's one of her movement points. The ground whirls and shifts beneath the surface, creating a dangerous expanse. So search. The rocks underfoot shake as if to throw you off, but somewhere at the center of this quake, you sense the answer to the turmoil. Test might. If you are a dwarf, convert all leaves to successes, which I am not. I am an elf because I'm Arwen. Her might is only 2. So she gets 1, 2. They're both successes. So let's see. We'll put that into the app. Confirm. You ride out the violent quake, desperate to maintain your footing. When the crashes cease, you are left with a newfound determination in your quest. Gain 1 inspiration or become determined. Discard the threat token. I think she'll take another inspiration. That was pretty easy. We'll get rid of that. And continue. Okay. So she still has 1 movement point left, so she's going to go to this tile here. And that'll click that token, that exploration token. So we confirm. Flat stone surrounded by a serene meadow appear to be a perfect location for a picnic. Discard this exploration token, gain an inspiration. So that's usually what happens every time you pop onto a new tile. There's a little bit of story and you gain an inspiration. So she has 4 currently. She can hold 1 more. Gimli is tapped out on that. And that'll be the end of the hero phase. Your journey continues, but it's going to be the shadow phase. So end the action phase, confirm. Now it's the shadow phase. The shadow deepens, though hope yet endures. Threat increases by 8. So for each exploration token that's still on the map, that adds to the threat, and 1 per player. So now we're hitting an encounter point here. From a nearby tree line, you hear the warble of an unfamiliar bird. Then, without warning, arrows whistle through the air around you. Each hero tests, I believe that's agility 2. Each hero who fails suffers 2 face-down wounds. Let's see. Before you have a person to me, use guard. All right. Gimli will test first. His agility, because he's a dwarf. Actually, my agility is only 1 because I have, for an armor, I have ring mail, and that decreases my agility. So it's printed 2, but now -1. If I would test, okay. So I'm only going to get 1, but it is a success. So I blocked 1, and I'll take 1. So that's face down. So I have 1 face down wound. Arwen's agility is 3. So 1, 2. Oh, that's a weakness. That's bad. And 3. So she will spend 1 of her inspiration tokens to convert the leaf symbol there to a success. So 2 successes will block those 2 wounds. All right. Continue. Place 1 hungry warg on the indicated space. All right. Where are my wargs? Here they are. So we'll put a hungry warg miniature there. You can see. I said, if you look on our Facebook page, some of these that I painted up are posted there. If not, follow my personal Instagram, Mike's Hobbies on Instagram, and all of my painting miniatures are on there. So we continue. Now it's the Ratley phase. So again, we reset our decks. Yeah, Adam, just gotta make sure that you don't do a better job co-hosting than Kenny Blaze does. Otherwise, we might have to replace him. We'll just keep him in the background as our technical producer and editor. All right, both decks are shuffled. Gimli will scout 2. Time of Need and Ancient Wisdom. When you test Wisdom, you may discard this card to add a success. I feel like I'm going to go with Time of Need. That's one of my favorites. I will, since I have Inspiration, I will put that one on top. Our one's going to test 2. I'm sorry, scout 2. Once I Spirit, I can add a success, or Ancient Wisdom. Let's go with Unyielding Spirit for Arwen. And I'm going to put Ancient Wisdom on the bottom of her deck. All right, so continue. And it's the action phase. So now it's the heroes again. So for a minute, I think I'm going to ignore the ward, make him chase us a little bit. What do I? There's no tokens out here yet. So I think Arwen's going to move. Can she take the inspiration? Oh yeah, she only has 3. She can take 2 more. So she's going to move here. And that's going to pop this token. So we'll explore. A section of the woodland has been lightly inhabited with a campsite and grave markers, the only signs left behind. Discard this exploration token and gain an inspiration. I'm going to use her ability also. Once during your turn, you are... Oh, no, I can't do that yet. I should have done that first. Boo. All right, messed up. Never mind. So that's 1 movement point. Let's see what else. Oh, something's going to happen. A guide stone clearly shaped by tools rests face down just off the path. Place a search token right in my spot. That's convenient. A tall patch of dark green and pale purple grass is rustling in the wind. Place a search token as indicated, which that is right here. Your journey continues. All right, so Arwen only used 1 point so far. Gimli can't get there. So she's going to use her second movement point to go there and then interact with that new token. A tall patch of dark green and pale purple grass is rustling in the wind. We'll search. As the grass ripples, you can see a statue of some sort nestled in its depths. The tops of the blades are nearly over your head. What sort of grass grows this tall? And this is test wisdom or wit. 1. So my wit is 2. But I passed because I did get a success. So I passed. Pass. Okay. So that gave me +1 more. Moving quickly, you soldier your way through the grass. It whispers as you move through it, and the sound strikes you as oddly menacing. Eventually, you burst into a clearing, and you almost cheer with relief. Lore increases by 1, gain 1 inspiration, then discard the search token. So that's the last one that she can have. I think there's a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's maxes her out, and that token's gone. So her turn is done. All right, so now continue. All right, so now it's Gimli's turn. He's just going to move 1, 2, and then interact with this token. A guidestone clearly shaped by tools rests face down on the path. We'll search. You try to set the stone upright. Test might 1. This should be easy for Gimli because his might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I didn't reveal any successes, but I did reveal 3 leaves. So I can either use Time of Need and convert them all to successes, which might be overkill, or I could just use 1 inspiration, which I think I'll do instead. Because I only need 1. So we passed. With all your strength, you lift the stone to an upright position. You see on its face faded surf, and you recognize in the forms of I can't talk today. And you recognize in the forms words of men from long ago, from when the forms of the ruins most resemble the original elven shapes. Lore increases by 1, then discard the search token. So that's good. We got some more lore, which, like I said, will help us upgrade our items later. And that's it. So that because Gimli moved 2 and then interacted, so that's his 2 actions. So we'll end the action phase, confirm. And now it's the shadow phase. Move 3 and attack Arwen, our closest hero. So can he do that? 1, 2, 3. No. So no target. Snipping at the trail you left on the ground, the ward chases you down like wolves do rabbits. Move 6 spaces towards closest hero. That he can do. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to be with Gimli. The shadow deepens, so hope yet endures. Threat increases by 7. 25 is our next threat event. We're at 22 now. So now it's the rally phase again. So we'll reset our decks and scout 2 again. So Gimli's got a hungry dog with him. I think I need to activate Arwen first. And they each had 3 skills prepared, so this will be the last one I'll be able to prepare before I have to start discarding some. So I'll do Arwen first. She's going to reveal Ebonstar again and Time of Need. I think they're prep Time of Need. And I will, let's see, and this Curiosity, which is her starting skill, says after I prepare a skill with the leaf icon, I may discard the skill to gain 2 inspiration or become determined. So I think I'm going to become determined. I'm just going to find those cards real quick. There they are. So that's determined. All right, so Curiosity will be discarded. We're going to put Ebonstar back on top, so we have a success. Now I'm determined. So when I test, I may discard this boon to discard any number of cards from the test and reveal that many additional cards. So it kind of helps me test some. Gimli's going to scout. When taking spend any amount. So he has Fury. When I attack, I may spend any amount of inspiration to add an equal number of hits, which is pretty good. Ready defense. When you test and negate wounds or fear, add a success, and then guard 2. So guard is to help prevent strikes. I think I'm going to put ready defense on top since it's a success, and I'll ready Fury. And we'll continue. And it's the action phase. So then we go with Arwen first. Because of her ability, once during your turn, you or a nearby hero may flip 1 wound or 1 fear face down, or discard a face down wound or fear. So Gimli has a face down wound, so we'll use Arwen's ability to discard that. Since they're 1 space away, they're considered nearby. And that's not one of her actions. So she's going to take 1 movement point to go there. On the map here, it's going to be this exploration token. Confirm. A river winds through the woodland, carving steep banks into the landscape where a bridge spans its width. Discard this exploration and gain inspiration. I think she's maxed out, so this is going to get discarded. A guidestone perches in the water where the land may have reached in earlier times. Now there is only a handful of solid footholds to reach it. Place a search token as indicated. And that is... Oh, I think I had this tile upside down. Do I? I do. So this tile should have been placed that way. And she goes there. And the token will be there. Okay. Your journey continues. So she'll use her second movement point to go to the token. And then I'm going to discard Willful. It says, during your turn, you may discard the skill to interact with a token in your space. So this won't burn up my second action, basically. I'm a little overacting at him. Guidestone perched in the water where the land may have reached in earlier times. Now there is only a handful of solid footholds to reach it. So let's search. You step carefully across the stones, test agility 1. Arwen's an elf with agility 3. This should be easy. 1, yep, 2, 3. I got 2 successes, so we passed. You make it to the Guidestone. You see that it has several rows of Sindarin spelled in faded surf, the runes created by the elves for carving and etching. More angular than the Tangwar letters they use elsewhere. The inscription must be old, as the elves have not used the runes for a long, long time. 4 increases by 1, and then just discard the search token. Okay. So like I said, getting lower is a really good thing. So that didn't take my second action, so I will take another move action. So 2 movement points. 1, 2. And that's going to pop this token. We will explore. The spray of these waters keeps the banks damp and muddy, perfect for preserving footprints. Discard this exploration, gain an inspiration, which I can't do because I'm maxed out, but I get a search token again. And that's in this space here. Looking down a muddy ridge, you notice what may be tracks on the shore. The way down, however, is steep, slippery, and bears no clear path. Place a search token as indicated. A small pond surrounded by lush greenery is dotted with lily pads. Place a search token as indicated. And that's in my space. Your journey continues. All right, so that was all Arwen's turn. She did a lot. Opened up a bunch of the map, got her some tokens for us. But now Gimli has a hungry warg to deal with. He is right next to her, so he's about there on the map. So he's going to attack. Let me see if there's anything I need to do first. No. So using my battle axe, my might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did get 2 successes and 1 leaf symbol and the blank, which is my weakness. So I will spend an inspiration to make it a total of 3 successes. And with that, I can get a total of 8 hits with Sunder. So I'm going to click on the warg. I'm going to click the Sunder condition and then apply 8 hits. Apply. All right, remove one hungry ward. You or a nearby hero gain an inspiration. Get out of here, bad doggy. And I get that inspiration back. Continue. That was his first action, so he actually, I didn't expect that to go so easy. So now he's going to move 2 for a second action. I'm going to go 1, 2. And up here next to this other token for next turn. And the action phase. The shadow phase. The shadow deepens, though Hopia endures. Threat increases by 5. An elderly crow perched in the shadow of a dying elm watches you with malicious intelligence. Its incessant cries grow louder and shriller until it erupts into flight and streaks over your head, followed by the cries of more dangerous foes. Uh-oh. Place 1 orc taskmaster on the indicated space. All right, let me grab my daddies over here. Let's see. Taskmaster. Let's see what. All right, I think that's this guy, so he's coming there. I don't have everything painted yet. These guys aren't painted. Place a goblin scout. That one's painted. Goblin scout is indicated there. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll let you guys. And rally. Each hero resets their deck and scouts 2. So this is the rally phase. So now we're getting a couple of guys to deal with. Let me shuffle Arwen's deck real quick. So I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, Adam, but what do you think of the game so far? All right, Arwen's scouting 2. Honed agility and clever wit. So it's either when I test my agility or my wit, I can add a success. Let's go with agility. Well, her wit's only 2. Let's go with wit. And so I have a ton of inspiration. I'll put that one on top. Yeah, we'll definitely have to try it. I mean, maybe you can even just hop in on this campaign and play one of the characters one of the times you're here. Gimli's going to scout. Pretty much the same thing that Arwen flipped. So you can only have 4 skills prepared. Gimli already has 4, so I'm going to have to discard one of them to discard the new one. His agility is super low, so I'm going to put that on the bottom, and we'll prepare honed agility. I think we're going to get rid of Fury, so that's just discarded. All right, so continue. And it's the action phase. All right, so now there's 2 enemies on the board, a couple search tokens. That's not a person token. I think that's rush 2, guard 2. I'm not sure it matters which one to go with first, but Arwen can attack with a ranged attack, so I think she's going to go first and try to shoot this goblin scout. Goblin taskmaster or taskmaster. Sorry. And it has 7 health and 2 armor, which on the app shows up as the 2 little silver. I don't know if I'm showing you silver or darker spots on the armor there. So she's going to attack with the sling. Actually, no, she's going to interact with the token first. That's what she's going to do. That makes more sense. A small pond surrounded by lush greenery is dotted with lily pads. So we'll search. The water of the pool is quite clear and fairly deep. You see many fish swimming within the depths. You're pretty sure you can rig up a fishing pole with what you have on your person. And this is test wit 2. Well, I'm glad I prepped the clever wit. So my wit is 2. 1, 2. I will discard clever wit to add 1 success and an inspiration to make it 2 successes. So she passes. You dangle your makeshift pole into the pond and wait patiently. Success! You spend some time at the pool until you have a fat brace of cleaned fish ready for tonight's supper. Gain an inspiration, then discard the search token. So I get a token back, I get an inspiration token back, and the search token's gone. You have gained the extra rations trinket. You or a nearby hero may immediately equip it. Let me grab my trinkets. This is the trinket pile. Extra rations. So during the campaigns, you can pick up little trinkets like this. Do for that. And they're noted on the back. They have a little sack there. And equipping somebody. At the start of the rally phase, you may deplete this item for a hero in your space to discard a wound. And you get 2 tokens on it. I think Gimli's going to take it. So he gets 2 tokens on that. So that worked out pretty well. We got a trinket for going fishing. Her second action will be to throw, use her sling to attack that orc over there. So that uses her agility, which is her agility is 3. So 1, 2, 3. I will spend 1 inspiration to make a total of 3 successes, and that'll be a total of 5 hits on that orc, which is this one. Let me see. I don't have pierce or anything on that, so it's just 5 straight hits. So let's apply. Confirm. All right, so he still has some left. Can he attack? No, because she's not in the same space. And he does not have range. Let me double check that. He might have been able to. No bonus. Nope, so no range for him. All right, so that's Arwen's turn. Gimli's going to interact with the... does he want to interact, or does he want to go finish off that goblin? Keep calling goblin. Orc Taskmaster, sorry. Does what stay with you, Adam? You know what? I'm in a pretty good spot, so I'm just going to search this token. Looking down a muddy ridge, you notice there may be tracks down. Oh, okay. Way down the silver. I know. I think I know what this is from past adventures. So let's search it. I think I'm gonna have to test agility. Yep. You descend carefully, struggling to maintain your footing. Test agility. So like I said, my agility is pretty bad. It's only a 1. So I'm gonna flip 1 card. I'll spend an inspiration to make that a success. I will discard honed agility to add another success. So it's 2. Confirm. Halfway down the steep slope, the mud gives way beneath you. Keeping your footing, you slide down with care and come to rest beside the tracks. They are heavy and wide, large for a man's. Strange though it may be, it appears a large number of orcs have traveled through this way. Discard the search token. Okay. Attack. You cast your gaze deeper into the wild. Perhaps the remaining thieves and their allies from Mount Graham are hiding in those hills. Nope, map's going to blow up a little bit more. I'm going to have to move the tablet a little bit. Hopefully you guys can still see that. 308. Adam, what were you asking stays with you? Okay. More map. $217. All right, and this gonna move the tablet again. Probably I might have to move that off screen, I think. Earthquakes in Middle Earth. And this is A, so it kind of goes like that. Oh, this light is killing me here. All right. Then 101A. I saw your question. Give me one moment, Adam, and I will answer you. Okay, 3 more exploration tokens. Oh, upside down. Continue. You compare the information you have discovered with what you already know of the region. Seeing no obvious signs of the lair, you begin to surmise where the lair may be and continue your hunt. Lore increases by 1, tracks needed 2. So each campaign is broken up by missions, Adam. Right now, there's 3 current campaigns available, and you stop in between missions on each campaign. So after this mission of this campaign, if I have enough lore, I'll be able to upgrade my items and trinkets. And you upgrade as a party. So, for example, my battle axe needs 33 to upgrade. So if we wind up gaining 33 lore through this one mission, anything that upgrades with 33 or less, we can upgrade all of those items. So it's pretty cool. And the app keeps track of all that. You plug all that information in between. It should go to like a little campsite screen, and you can do all that and even track cards because you can upgrade your cards. So it has a real strong RPG element to it. So that was one of the tracks, and I need 2 more tracks. The game continues. That was Gimli's first action. I kind of wish I could throw that axe at that orc and finish him off, but I can't. Leaving Arwen alone feels bad, but I'm going to come over here and open. I'm going to come to this part of it, because I know this gets tricky sometimes. Gets Trixie's Precious. Explore. A gentle hill rises above you, sloping up into a single high perch built in an old oak. A bandit gang might make use of such a lookout perch, but so might any hunting bandits. Discard the exploration token, again inspiration. Gimli will take that, so that gives me 2 out of 3 needed. Or 2 out of 3 you can hold, sorry. Yeah, it is. Like I said, if you want to hop in for one of the missions or something on the campaign, you can do that when you're guest hosting with me. A guide stone by the wayside is covered in layers of scratches and pigment. Place a search token as indicated. Should have saved the other space. There we go. High in a tree, you see a shoddy platform crafted from old lumber. The vantage point might make it easier to spot signs of thieves. Place a search token as indicated. That's my spot. But high in the trees, I don't think dwarfs make good tree climbers. Your journey continues. So that was 1 movement point. I'm going to leave that one for Arwen, and I'm just going to move to there and then be done. So it's the shadow phase. So he's going to move 1. It says move 1 to attack Gimli or closest hero. Arwen is 1 space, so he can. So attack. The taskmaster uses bulk and equipment to bludgeon your defense. His might negates 3 wounds. Her might is not that good. Her might is 2. 1, 2. So I got a success and a leaf. I will spend a token to make it 2 successes. And then my cloak says, before I suffer any wounds or fear, I can spend an inspiration to prevent 1. So prevent all 3 damage. You go, Arwen. The orc scout says move 2 to attack Gimli. Yep, so he can move 2, 1, 2, and get Arwen. Well, it says Gimli or closest hero, so attack. Poor Arwen. A goblin parries your weapon, forcing it low and putting you off balance. The goblin smiles a terrible smile, knowing the attack has caught you off guard. It's only 1 wound, and again, might negates. Her might is 2. 1, 2. I'll spend the inspiration to prevent the 1. So Arwen's a dodgy elf. No damage, but she has 2 bad guys in her space, which is really bad. The shadow deepens, the hope you endures. Threat increases by 7. So that puts us at 34. The next threat event will be at 40, but now it's back to the rally phase. So yeah, Adam, I guess the tough call for you is going to be, what do you want to play first on your first night guest hosting, which will be Tuesday. All right, so Arwen's going to scout 2. Evan Star and Clever Wit. Purchase. Oh, I'm going to definitely prep Evan Star. I guess I didn't read it right before, even though it takes the success out of my deck. Before I test, I may discard the skill to test my spirit instead, which is a 3, and reveal 2 additional cards. Gimli gets Restless Axe, which I think I'll have to go fight. Your turn. Oh, it's the start of my turn, so I have to be in their space. I think I'm going to prep that anyway. I'm going to put the other one on top. So I have Wrestling. I have all kinds of healing. I'm feeling pretty good about what's going on. All right, yeah, we'll definitely do Ashes first. So back to the action phase. I'm going to just scooch Arwen off to the side because Gimli is going to move 1, 2. And let me just see what these guys have left. He's taking some, the Taskmaster's taking some damage. Gallon's got 3. Okay, so I'm going to use Gimli to attack the Taskmaster. Let's start my turn for interact. Okay, so my might is 4. Using my axe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, so I got 3 leaves and a weakness. So I'm going to use Time of Need to convert all of those leaves to 2 successes. So it'll be 3 successes, which gives me a total of 8 hits with Sunder. So I'm going to hit Sunder on there, which takes away 1 of his armor, and then 8 hits. Apply. Confirm. Remove 1 Orc Taskmaster. You earn your hero gains an inspiration. I think I'm going to give it to Arwen, actually, because she only has like 1 left. And she needs to attack because that's Gimli's last action. All right, sounds good, Adam. You know, like I said, I can have you hop in on this campaign because I'm probably definitely not going to finish by the time you're on here the second week. So almost just about an hour in, and I'm still in this first mission. All right, so that was Gimli's 2 actions. Arwen's going to go. She's going to hit that that orc with her knife, which tests her agility, which is 3. So let me get him up on the screen here. He has no bonuses. So 1, 2, 3. I can't use Time of Need because I did reveal 1 success and then 2 leaves. So he's got a total of 4 health. So I need a total of 3. Yeah, so actually, you know what? I'm going to use Determined. I'm going to discard this to discard the 2 leaf cards and flip 2 new cards. All right, that's a little better. So now I'll use 1 inspiration token for 3 successes. And she has a bunch of abilities on her knife. So that'll be a total of 4 hits with Pierce and Lethal. Pierce, Lethal. And 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Confirm. And that should be a dead orc. Yep, remove 1 Goblin Scout and gain an inspiration. So she gets an inspiration for that. Nobody has any wounds for her ability. Continue. That was her first action. So her second action, she's going to move. Go. Anytime you can tap on these tokens and get the summary for them again. High entry, yeah, she's going to want to do that one. So she's going to move 1, 2, and be done. Shadow phase. Let's see what happens. Threat increases by 7. We're going to hit another event here. As the last sliver of the setting sun dips out of sight, a long, hungry howl sweeps across the valley. The feeling of being watched intensifies. Surely no ordinary thieves would be so allied with the darkness. Each hero suffers 3 face-down fear and spirit negates. This is discarded. All right, so Gimli first. 1, 2, 3. He has a 4 spirit. Wow, 3 successes, so that negates all of those. All right, Arwen's spirit is 3. 1, 2, 3. let's see. I'm gonna discard Unyielding Spirit to add success, and an inspiration for another one. So she will take one face down fear card, and she has 6 before she would have to take a last stand test. Place 2 giant spiders on the space indicator. So these are enemies from the latest expansion, Shadow Pass. These are painted up. See if I can get the, I don't know if you can see the eyes so well in here. And that is on that space. And it's the rally phase. So many tokens. I don't like having bad guys out there either. Arwen's definitely the climber because she has the best agility. So she's going to work on that token she's at. I might use Gimli to just go get more of those inspiration or exploration tokens off the board, or get the spiders. I'm not sure yet. All right, so Arwen's scouting 2, another Evan Star, an Unyielding Spirit. So we'll get Unyielding Spirit again, and we'll put the Evan Star on top. Gimli is Clever Wit and Honed Agility. His agility is pretty bad, so we'll prepare that one. And we'll put the other one on the bottom for him. Actually, yeah, because we don't have time to move. All right, continue. So, like I said, definitely going to go with Arwen first because she's going to do this test here, which is to climb the tree. That's going to test her agility. Her agility is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Sure, we'll make it 3 by spending a token. Put that into the app. You find yourself in a tangle with the very branches you hope to use instead impeding your advance. You retreat slightly, looking for a better path, gain 1 inspiration. Well, that's bad. She didn't make it, but she didn't get hurt, so I'll take that. So that was 1 action. I'm going to discard M Star to use the Sprint 1. During my turn, discard this to move 1 space. Move there, and then I'll interact with the other token. A guide stone by the wayside is covered in layers of scratches and pigment. Search. People have plainly added over the years to the chaotic layers of writing on the guide stone. You try to discern the original text. Test wit 1. All right, my wit is only 2. 1, 2, but I passed. Layer by layer, you determine what has been added. A splash of pigment here, a child's inscription there. The oldest and, you expect, original messages is in Surth. The runes developed by the elves and passed eventually to men and dwarves. The words here are those of men giving simple directions to nearby kingdoms. Lore increases by 1 to discard the search token. So we're racking up lore, which is good. Continue. All right, so she interacted with that token. She used the card to move and then interact. So she's done. Now it's Gimli's turn. This is the one I'm having a little bit of a tough time with. I don't know if I should go get those exploration tokens or go get them spiders. I feel like getting spiders off the board is the better choice. So Gimli's going to move 1, 2, and then attack. Excuse me. All right. So he's attacking with his X, which is might. So 4. 1, 2. I keep getting his weakness. 3, 4. Oh, I wish I had time of need. What can I do? I can discard Restless Axe for strike to add 2 hits. Add 2 hits. And I'll discard both my tokens since I have 3 leaves for 2 successes. So 2 successes on his axe is 6 hits, and I'm adding 2 with this, so a total of 8 hits, which is probably overkill on a spider. Yeah, they only have 4 health each. So, oh, but they're a group, so it does take them both out. Get out of here. Remove 2 giant spiders. You are a nearby hero. Gain inspiration. And I get inspiration back. So that's pretty good. And that was Gimli's 2 actions. So we go to the shadow phase. Threat increases by 7. Oh, another event. The last light of day dissipates before the murky darkness of night. The shadows teem with a glint of eyes. They're there one moment and gone the next. If you delay much longer, the thieves will slip from your grasp entirely. Every space is affected by darkness. So being in darkness, bad things can happen. Place 3 pit goblins on the indicated space. That's that one. Yes. I did a pit goblin model I used before. So these are the pit goblins. So 3, that's a bunch of goblins. Well, we're getting something else. An Orc Marauder. Those are usually beefier orcs. Down here. That's close to Gimli. I don't like that. All right, rally phase. So now we got a bunch of bad guys on the map. You can see we got the 3 here and the Orc Marauder here, which is right next to Gimli, and Arwen's over here, not too far from that group of 3. Oh, okay. Arwen can actually heal herself with that 1 fear too, so. I don't know why Kenny Blazer, I didn't play her before when we started our Shadow Paths campaign. It's really good. I think he was too excited to play Gandalf. All right, so 1, 2 for Arwen. Agility on Might, my test Might. She doesn't really use Might, so I'll put prep Honed Agility. And we'll put that on top. Gimli. He starts off a little weak, but you got to build him up. But he's really good. For your regular test, we just go for build 2 additional cards, and the Theodor's got 1. I don't know that we're going to be together anytime soon, but I'll prep it anyway. I'll put the weakness on the bottom. All right, continue. And the action phase. Oh, Arwen, do we go for that? Do we go for the tree again? I'm at 48 out of 64 threat before I lose. So I think I need to get tokens off the board. So I think Gimli's going to move here. And we'll explore that. Leaves rustle and someone ducks into a dense thicket. You are on the trail of the bandits. Discard the exploration and gain an inspiration. Okay. Oops, without destroying the map. A thicket sits quiet and still, as shifting shadows possibly concealing tracks within. Place a search token as indicated. A patch of wild plants has sprung up here, filling the air with the smell of fresh growing things. Place a search token as indicated. That's in my space. Yeah, your journey continues. So that was 1 movement point. The second movement point will go here, and we'll search this token. Peering into the dark depths of the thicket, you find your eyes locked with another. An orc's eyes, dark pits of contempt and hatred gaze out at you. You have found an ally of the thieves. Test wisdom. Wisdom is not super great. It's only 2. One, 2. Well, I'll spend both my tokens to make it 2. You step into the thicket and the orc inside stumbles back, caught in the tangle of branches. With a flash of steel, it lashes out, then breaks away, leaving a hint as to the direction of the lair. It has dropped its knife, however, and you pick it up for inspection. The dark, brittle metal is the cheap craft of Mount Graham. Why and how are these creatures so far from their vile and distant home? Will increase by 1, suffer 2 face-down wounds, then discard the search token. Well, I don't like suffering wounds. Can I prevent that? So 2, well, at least they're face down, so they're not too bad. I have a total of 6 damage capacity. All right, continue. With the clues gathered and the enemies you have faced, you begin to fear that there is no lair of exiles and lowlifes. What you are closing in on is a stronghold of the enemy, fledgling though it may be. Your fears, unfortunately, have proved true. A darker purpose and master is being served here. Lore increases by 1, tracks needed 1. Okay. Good job, Gimli. All right, so now it's Arwen's turn. My gut says try this tree again. I don't know. If the tree is the right answer, or go to that other token. Let's go here. Let's go there. We'll explore this tile. Ruin has come to these structures. Somehow, only the common well survives intact. Discard this and gain an inspiration token. Continue. Your journey continues. That was not good. So that was 1 movement point. All right. She's going to move back and end. Shadow phase. So these are the Marauder. I'm sorry. What are these? Move to attack him. These have range. Move 2 to attack him. So they can go 1, 2, 1, 2. So these can come here and throw their spears at me. Attack. The goblin uses strength to hurl projectiles at your defenses. 3 wounds, suffer 3 wounds, might negates. All right, so my might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I blocked 1. I don't have any inspiration tokens, so I'm just going to use You Cannot Pass. It has guard 3. Discard to prevent 3 damage or 3 fear from a hero in your space. I'm a hero in my space. So none. And then the Marauder move 1 to attack Arwen, or closest hero, so no target. Howling a fierce war cry, the orc marches towards you. Move 2 spaces towards the closest hero. So Gimli would be the closest. So 1, 2, and he's in the same space with the other guys. Darkness step. Each hero in darkness suffers 2 fear. Spirit negates. All right, so we're all in darkness. So we'll do Arwen. Her spirit is 3. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not good. I will discard Unyielding Spirit to add success and convert the 1 leaf I did flip to block both. Gimli's spirit is 4. More cards over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, 3 successes. So yeah, he blocked them. And continue. The shadow deepens. The hope yet endures. Threat increased by 5. The rally phase. I'm going to use the extra rations that we got for fishing. At the start of the rally phase, you may deplete this item for a hero in your space to discard a wound. So I'll spend a token to discard 1 of Gimli's wounds. And then we'll scout. Scout 1, scout 2. 2 successes. I don't want to take those both out of my deck, but I guess I'll take. Actually, I'm searching to attack. Oh, I'm gonna take Restless. Crap, that's the start of my turn though. All right, I'm gonna take Ready Defense, and I'll put the other one on top of my deck. just because it has guard on it, so to help protect me, keep me alive a little longer. Arwen's Evan Star is really good. Yeah, actually, that's going to be really big this turn. Nighttime needs, so I'll put the other on top. All right, continue. Action phase. So I'm actually going to use Evan Star for the sprint 1 ability to move her there so she can interact with that token again. So we'll climb, and I test my agility. So my agility is 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll pop. So I flipped 4 leaves. I don't know if you probably can't see those there. Oh, maybe you can. So I'm gonna pop Time of Need. I convert all of them to successes, and I'm gonna even discard Honed Agility to add another one. So it's gonna be one for Honed Agility, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. This better give me something good. I'm burning all my skills for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling yourself onto the rickety structure, you gain an exceptional view of the area. Gain an inspiration and discard the search token. That was not worth it. Boo game. Oh, but we're getting another token. So we're going to drop a token here now. At last, you have located the hidden lair of your enemy nestled in an old ruin. Faint silhouettes of orc sentries dot its high ruined towers, and you see more movement within. Aware of your nearness, they scramble to ready a defense. For you, all that remains is to devise a way in without their notice before these defenses are prepared. Lore increased by 1, place the search token as indicated, which I just did. Final objective, infiltrate the lair. With the knowledge of your destination, you observe outposts and patrols that until now were hidden from your notice. Well, that's not good. Place 2 giant spiders in the space indicated, and they're going to get a banner. So that means they might be like, so sometimes they get banners because they're elites or to tell them apart on the board. And the app kind of shows you a picture, but it's pretty small. But I think I know which one this is, and I have it. So what you do is you take a little pig, a little banner like that, and this is 2 giant spiders, so that space is really crowded. So they're all in that same space, and they'll get that banner. So in this case, I think it just means, yeah, they're elite. So they have purple, which is shrouded, and then 4 health each. All right. Gimli does not want to wade into that nightmare. Oh, that was actually Arwen's 1 action because she sprinted there, so she still has 2 movement points. So she's going to go 1, 2. So Gimli's going to run away with his first action, 1, 2, and then interact with that token. The enemy's lair is hidden within an old ruin. All that remains is to devise a way in without their notice. Careful to avoid discovery, you scout the area around the old fort. Test Wit 2. Excuse me. If you test... since I have the ringmails, as if I would test my wisdom, wit, or spirit, I can negate. Oh, it's only to negate. No, I can't do that. Oh, never mind. I misread that. All right. So my wit is 2, and I got 2 successes. The patrols through the lacking in vigilance are surprisingly numerous, and you are not yet able to locate a way in. Yeah. Boo. Well, that's not good. All right. So now it's the shadow phase. Let's see. So the spear guy is going to move 2 to attack Gimli. So it's going to go 1. I'm going to move into our space. 1, 2. Attack. 3 fierce spirit negates. My spirit is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was terrible. We just negate, and that adds a success. And then I'll guard 2 to block it all. So confirm. And then this is the Marauder. Attack 1 or move 1, attack Gimli or close hero. 1 is not going to get him in the space, so no target. Move 2 spaces toward the closest hero. 1, 2. So now he's in the space with us. That space is going to get really crowded. And the spiders move 3 to attack Gimli, your closest hero. So the spiders are going to be in our space as well. Attack. The spiders hesitate to attack outright, waiting for your guard to be lowered. That is wit negates. And this is 2 wounds and a fear. So 1, 2. I block 1. Here we go. If I would test to negate, I test my might. So I'm going to put 2 more. Doesn't matter. So I still only block 1. Let's see. So I'm going to block the 1 damage, and I'll take another damage, which this is face up. Discard all your boons and flip this face down. I don't have any. So that's damage. And then 1 fear. Troubled. Keep this card face up. Okay. After you or a nearby hero suffers 1 or more fear from darkness, that hero suffers an additional fear. Well, that's not good. Here we go. Each hero in darkness suffers 2 spirit negates. I'm out of a deck. Gimli only has 1 left, so I have to shuffle to retest. Spirit is 4. That's pretty good. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I block both, so that doesn't trigger the trouble. In spirit, R1 is 3. 1, 2, 3, and she easily blocked it. So none for her either. Continue. The shadow deepens through Hope you dare turn increased by 5. Oh boy, this is getting real bad. With darkness cloaking the area, your foes take the chance to sneak up on you. Surely, if you cannot track down the thief's hideout soon, you'll be forced to turn back. Uh-oh. Place an orc hunter on the indicated space. Where are the orc hunters that I painted? That is an orc hunter. Yep, goes right. Not sure it's gonna kind of zoom in a little bit. And this is going. Oh, he's going way down here. He won't come to play for a while, even though he has ranged. And the relic it is. So now I shuffle this again. So shuffle, scout 2. Yeah, I can't interact with that token either with all those guys there because that triggers like a free attack from them, an attack of opportunity. Thank you, Adam. Like I said, I don't know how well they're showing up here, but they are on my Instagram page at Mike's Hobbies. I painted Arwen and Gimli this week for this game, and then I painted a bunch of Imperial Assault because I know I'll be playing that at some point while Kenny's away with my other guest host. All right, so scout 2 for Arwen. I'm ready on Living Spirit. Scout 2. Restless Axe, definitely. Put down the bottom. All right, continue. This is kind of bad. All right, so Gimli's going. Let me look at these. See, yeah, these spiders are a bunch. What are these other guys here? And those are back off each. Okay. All right, so let's go at the. That's right. We just go with that. Oh, so actually, I can get 3 attacks this turn because of Restless Axe. I'm going to discard that. At the start of your turn, you may discard this skill to attack and add 2 hits. Do I want Spider? I think I want these guys, the Pit Goblins. So I'm going to attack my axe, which is my might, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And add 2 hits. So 2. So it's going to be wish I had an inspiration. So I'll do 4 hits with Sunder. Or I can do 6 hits, 8 hits. Well, let's do 8 hits. That seems better. Let's see what happens. So I'm not getting any special modifiers, but 8 hits. Seems pretty good. Confirm. Remove 1 pit goblin. I was hoping to do a little better than that. Can an enemy attack? Yes. The stench emanating from the goblin is overwhelming. Spirit negates. Otherwise, 1 wound and 2 fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not great. Yeah, I have no inspiration, so I block 1. I'll take 1 and 1. So my wound is flip this face down, so it gives me 3. And my 1 fear, flip this card face down. All right, so Gimli's starting to get a little hurt. So that didn't count as one of my actions because I used the card to trigger the attack. So my next attack will be on this. Can I take these guys out? Actually, I'm just going to hit them again because they can't hit me back. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot my ability. Darn it. I could have put one of the cards, a success, back on top. 2. That's a whole lot of nothing, so I don't have any inspiration tokens. All right, so his final action, I'll smack him again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 6 hits. Sure. Confirm. So we go to another one. So there's still 1 left. I was hoping to do better than that, but I can put a success on top because of my ability that I keep forgetting about. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to discard Poet's Heart to rest 2. I could discard at the end of your turn, discard 2 face down wounds or fear. I'm going to discard 2 wounds. Sure. All right, Arwen's turn will be to attack. Let me see what the Marauder looks like. He has 5 health, 7 total because he has 2 armor. Should be a test with agility. That's how much? I need to. I can only max at 4 hits with lethal. Arwen's going to attack the spiders. So her knife is her agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll spend the 2 inspiration to convert those. So that's a total of 3. So that's going to be 4 hits. So let's see. We got her abilities on those are pierce and lethal, and then 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Confirm. Remove a spider. Discard those tokens. And it can attack. After trapping you with its many legs, the spider slams its bulbous body down again and again. Might negates. 2 scratches, or Ken and I call scratches and eagles. It's wounds and fear. Do it for supper. I don't have any inspiration left. All right, this is going to be bad. This is might. It's 2. 1, 2. I will block the fear and take the 2 wounds. So the first one, flip this face down. Her second one, discard 2 prepared cards or suffer 2 face down. So I'll discard the 1 and flip that face down. All right, so that was her first attack. Her second action, now the spiders are exhausted. I'm going to interact with the token, but that's going to let the orc attack me when I'm done. Many Earth bandits have proven difficult to bypass. You recall that what you learned and continue to formulate your plan. So search. Careful to avoid discovery. You scout the area. Test wit, which is bad because my wit's only 2. We got 1. Patrols. You are not able yet to find a way in. But that's going to let the orc attack me because he's still there. I got to remember how to do this. I think it's this. Evoke. Spirit negates 2 wounds and an eagle. Spirit is 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not good. So she's taking all of that. So, oh, she might have to make a last stand on this one. Before she starts, we'll say she discarded. I forgot to do it. No, I'm not going to cheat. Can anyone let me cheat? I'm not cheating. So 1, just flip that face down. Flip 1 wound face up and flip this face down. Okay, so let's flip this face up. Well, actually, let me do it randomly because I know what that is. So shuffle these. Flip the face down. So she's got 4 face down damage, which is her max. So I'll show you the last stand in a second. We're going to confirm that. Oh, I didn't do the fear. Delusions. Discard 1 inspiration, then flip this face down. I don't have any inspiration, so that's done. All right, so Arwen has to take the last stand, so we're going to click on that icon. Arwen. Form a last stand with Arwen. Confirm. And this is for damage. Your wounds are severe, but perhaps you will still go on test might 1. Oh, we love making her test might. 1, 2. But I passed. Discard all face down wounds, gain an inspiration, and continue the adventure. So that worked out well. Got lucky. Now at the end of her turn, once during your turn, you and everybody here may flip a face down wound or fear face down, or discard a face up, or discard a face down. I'm going to turn that fear on Gimli face down. All right, and that is the end of the phase. So now it's the shadow phase. That is the Orc Marauder is going to attack Arwen. Again, might negates 2 wounds. 2. Block 1 and take 1. Flip this face down. Move 1 to attack Gimli. There's no target for the bowman with Orc Bowman. Orc counts its arrows and stalks towards you. Move 2 spaces towards it to the closest space adjacent to a hero. So it's going to go 1, 2. Each hero in darkness suffers 2 fear. Spirit negates. All right, so Gimli has to test. 2, 3, 4. I'm blocking both. Arwen's going to shuffle her deck first. Her spirit is 3. Hope you guys are enjoying this. It's pretty fun. I really like Arwen. She's a little squishy with only 4 damage, so you got to be careful with her. I'm just in a really tough spot, and I'm running out of time on this. Wow. So she's taking 2 more fear. And she can hold 2 more before I have to take a fear last stand. Okay. Threat increases by 5. Yeah, so this is basically the last turn I have to win, or I'm in trouble. So it's the rally phase. I am going to use the food to discard 1 wound off of Arwen. I hope so, Adam. I basically got to kill these guys and let Arwen hopefully pass that test somehow. I will. I'll prep on Yielding Spirit and put that on the top. Make sure I have some successes. Oh, I gotta remember kinship. That's what I can do. All right, so Gimli definitely has to go first and start smashing some more enemies. Let's Elven Light for your test. Wisdom or Spirit, you may look at the top card of your deck and place it on the top or bottom of your deck. I'm gonna go Time of Need. I'll put that on top. Okay. Continue. Action phase. Gimli punches spider. When I test, we get test. We test spirit for test. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 2, which will be 6 hits. Should be enough to get rid of that spider. Fine. Remove a giant spider and gain inspiration. Good job, Gimli. So his next attack will be on. Oh, hang on. Now remember his ability. After I attack, I place 1 card from the test on top of my deck. I'm going to put a success up there. I'm not going to use banners. Then I'll attack. Let's see. Can I get rid of him? Okay, continue. He's a couple left. Oh, he's got a total of 7. Can I? If I get 3 successes, I can do 7. I can do 8 with Thunder. All right. I'm going to actually put that back to the screen. I'm going to attack the Orc Marauder with Gimli. Oops, this is on the bottom. So for my axe, I test might. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was awful. But I'll discard an inspiration to make it 2 successes. And then put the success back on top of my deck. I'm going to remember this. I needed 1 more real bad. That's only 6. With no special ability, so he has 1 health left. The enemy can attack. An orc charges you, bellowing an attempt to fight you in submission. Might negates. Okay, my might's good, so 1 wound and 1 fear. 2, 3, 4. Block both. If I had suffered any wounds from this attack, you and the Orc Marauder move 1 space toward the closest threat token if possible. There's no threat tokens on the board, so I'm not sure where we would go. All right, so it's Arwen's turn. She's going to attack this last little goblin here with her knife. This is agility, so this is 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 2 hits with lethal. I don't remember what lethal does. Oh, it takes 1. That's not enough to do anything. The enemy can attack. Let's see, might negates. They love making her test back. 1, 2. So she's going to take 1 wound. Keep the card face up. When you scout during the rally phase, you cannot place cards back on top of your deck. That's a really bad one. And the fear. Discard 1 prepared card or suffer a fear. I cannot suffer another one, so I have to discard Time of Need, which is really bad. I'm going to use my ability to discard one of these. I'll get rid of that one. Why is there a token over there? So I got to be careful with her because her fear is almost tapped out. All right, so they're both tapped out. So she's going to use her second action to check with that token again. But Gimli is going to pop Kinship. For a nearby hero test, I can discard the skill for that hero to reveal 2 additional cards. If they're a dwarf, I can scout 1, but they're not. So whatever it is, she's going to reveal 2 additional cards. Because I already forgot what it was. Let's see, search, test wit. So now it's going to be wit 4. 2, 3, 4. Only 2 again. Oh, slipping past the last patrol, you find a way into the structure without raising an alarm. The heroes win. You have caught the bandits by surprise and will face the bandit leader on even footing in the next adventure. Lore increases by 2. Each hero receives 4 experience. Whew! We did it, Adam. Oh, that was close. I was really sweating that one. Let me move some of these cards out of the way. Get rid of these are damage. All right. Oh, that was a nail biter. I had to take the chance there. So you see, I move models out of the way. Try to get this better view. Yeah, tell me about it, Adam. That's no joke. It was by the skin of my teeth. But if you can see, let me move that out of the way. So it brings you this. So chapter 2 will be called the Thieves' Lair, and that glares comes from the light there. So we'll continue. The Thieves' Lair. You have slipped beyond the ruined walls of the old fort. You have an opportunity to break their foothold, but their number is too great to completely overcome. You will need to locate and defeat their leader. The next venture will be a battle map. So that's a little easier. It's just 2 big square maps, so it doesn't explode the way this one does. So we'll confirm. And you see, like this little camp scene shows your character. You each have 4 experience, and I can show you on their cards. So this is how you upgrade your class cards. So Gimli is a guardian. I know you're not going to be able to read it, but it says it down here on the bottom. And then down here in the corner is the cost and experience points of their upgrade cards. So there's costs of 3, 7, 12, and some of the new ones have 16. So now I could buy a 3 experience card for Gimli or Arwen. There's 3 to choose from. Unfortunately, none of them have none of them have successes on them. Just maybe discard the skill to add. Discard skill secret. Before you another hero in your space perform the last stand, you may discard this skill to add a success that test card won't rest you. I'm going to take Desperate Defense and add it to Gimli's deck. So let's see. So then it pops up down here, Gimli's class. Also in this screen, you can swap classes. So Gimli's a Guardian, but you can say, okay, I don't want to play him as Guardian anymore. I want to play him as, Captain Hunter. And that shows you, it lights up the cards you can take. So I'm going to take Desperate Defense with him. And then I have to look at Arwen's cards. She's an herbalist. Oh, she and hers actually have, one of hers has an icon on it, which is the leaf symbol. Once per round, a hero in your space may discard a prepared skill to scout 2 and hide. And hide is another condition card, which is actually pretty good. Hands a hero in your space will discard a wound. You may discard the skill for a hero in your space for a card. Rest 2, during discard the skill, choose another hero's card. I think I'm going to take the insight with that little icon on it. It could be helpful. So I'm going to add that to Arwen's deck. And then in between, you could also sell back. Yeah, flexibility is really good. And in between, you can actually sell. So I'm buying the 3 XP cards now for both of them. And it keeps track of your XP for you. You probably can't see out the glare, but it's right there under the little picture of each one. And also what that does is after my next adventure, say I gain 4 XP, and I want to get a 7 XP card, I could sell back the 3 to give me a total of 7 and buy one of the 7 experience cards. So I have 11 lore, so nothing I have can level up with 11. Arwen's knife levels up with 22. And then it shows you here their items. And then the group items, the extra rations are there. And then the individual items. Let's see. Wow, this is an hour and 45 already. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you watching. Maybe if tomorrow is boring around the house, maybe I'll pop on and do the battle map. If not, maybe I'll wait till Adam pops on and guest hosts and have him pop in. I appreciate you chatting and hanging out, Adam. It was a fun game and really close. All right, so I'm going to hit save and quit on this one for today. That just brings you back to the title screen. That's all mine. Thank you for watching. If you're not watching this live and watching the replay, I hope you like it and comment down below what you like, what you don't like. Hit that subscribe button. We're creeping up on 100 subscribers. We're going to plan something for that. I don't know what yet, but I would like to when Kenny Blaze gets back from vacation. So have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching.